I went to a personal training session at a local gym, and it was very confusing. Lots of mixed messages. So this summer, I decided I want to get buff. Please don't laugh, I know that sounds ridiculous. Well, actually, it is pretty ridiculous. Okay, go ahead and laugh, I will too. Anyway, in all seriousness, I did want to build a little muscle. As every man will tell you, there came a day in my life recently when I looked in the mirror and realized I just didn't look as much like Spider-Man as I wanted to. And I wasn't just going to sit around and let that be. No, sir. So I came to the conclusion that I was going to have to do a little lifting. And I signed up for a gym membership when I got back home for the summer at the gym where my mom and sister belong. When I initially signed up, I went to the gym with my mom, and there was a guy I talked to who gave me the form I needed to fill out, and it asked for my fitness goals. Small side note, the guy was ripped. His biceps were putting up a real fight with his shirt sleeves, and they were winning, if you know what I mean. So when I got to the fitness goals question, I turned to my mom, and half jokingly, but not really, I said, I want to look like that guy. Can that be my goal? And my mom kind of cleared her throat loudly, like, and I turned around to see that, of course, the guy had been standing behind me waiting for me to finish filling out the form for the last who knows how long. And he didn't say anything, but I'm certain he heard what I said. And for some reason that made me feel like I had given him the upper hand for the rest of our gym membership negotiations. Because when we got to the inevitable part where he offered me 2 personal training sessions for a low and convenient price, I caved. I mean, I'm easily persuaded to begin with, but these gym guys really know how to push you into things. Hey, so I'd like to offer you these personal training sessions. Yeah, maybe. Sure, and don't feel like you have to do it at all. But if you don't, we have 3 snipers posted on the roof outside with orders to bring you down. You know, just so you know. Okay, I'll do it then. Great, I'm glad you decided to go for it. This is Night Fox to Birds of Prey. Repeat, Night Fox to Birds of Prey. Stand down, Operation Trim the Fat is aborted. So he didn't actually say any of that, but it seems like he could have. At the end of our little meeting, he tells me that I am to meet with Arthur on Friday for my first personal training session. Another quick side note, I have changed the names of all of these gym employees so as to protect their privacy. And, you know, maybe to safeguard myself from being beaten up by a bunch of super ripped personal trainers. So I go into the gym on Friday, ready to get whipped into shape, and start working on those buns and ties. Yeah. And I actually decide to take a little run before I go in on Friday. Not because I'm a macho man or anything. Yeah, right. But I think more so that if I feel like I'm gonna die during this personal training sesh, I can tell the trainer, yeah, see, normally I could easily lift this 700-pound barbell. No sweat. But I took a run this morning and, you know, wore me down a little, so I think maybe I should take it easy. But running doesn't really work your arms. I mean, those should be fine. Right, yeah. Right. I hear ya. And, yeah, so that probably wouldn't work out very well. Anyway, I go up to the front desk and tell the girl working there that I'm here to see Arthur, and she says, oh, he's right over there, you can just go say hi if you want. So I head over to where she pointed and approach another guy with bulging biceps that are locked in the midst of an ongoing battle with his shirt. And this guy has glasses, too. Super strong and intellectual, I've got no chance. And I shake his hand and say, hi, I'm Parker. And he's kind of looking me up and down, apparently unimpressed, probably thinking I've got a lot of work to do. The first thing he says is, do you have a resume or anything? I'm taken aback. I mean, what kind of resume was I supposed to bring? A resume of my muscular history? A fitness resume? I don't even know what that looks like. So I say, no, and he kind of gives me a look and says, okay, well, sit down. So this could have started off better. My first thought is maybe he thinks I'm here for a job interview. So to clear that up, I say, I'm just here for the personal training thing. And he says, oh yeah, I know. Now I'm more scared. If this is what he expects from his personal training clients, I'm not optimistic about these sessions. He continues, so how long are you going to be in the area? I respond, well, just until early August when I'll be going back to school. And he gives me another look and says, oh, you're just going to be here a couple months? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hire you as a personal trainer. Now I understand. He really did think he was giving me a job interview, even though I tried to tell him otherwise. I say to him, oh no, I'm not here for this. And the reality of the situation dawns on him, and he says, you're not here for a job interview, are you? Nope. I am so sorry. I was scheduled to do an interview at this time. You must have been switched to someone else. Here, I'll check. So he's getting this figured out, and I'm thinking about what he must have been thinking this whole time. So do you have a resume or anything? You want to see my resume? Here's my resume. Drink it in. Okay. How about my references? Boom! Here's a reference for you. Yeah, bang! Oh, reference number 2. All right, now we're in business. They're real. They are real. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I know this gym is a gun-free zone. Sorry, everybody. Putting them away. It's all right. Holstering the weapons. So, we're good. Wow. How long you're gonna be in the area? I'm only here for a couple months, but listen, I'm gonna make it count, alright? I'll have these people lifting cars with their glutes, if you know what I'm saying. What does that mean? Is that even safe? Never mind. I've said all I need to say. I think my body speaks for itself, so there you go. You're welcome. When do I start? That's probably how he viewed me when he thought I was there for an interview. But luckily, things got figured out, and he tells me, "Oh, you're supposed to be with Sean." So he introduces me to Sean, and I shake his hand, and he says, "Hi, I'm Sean." "Hey, Arthur, I have an appointment with somebody else right now. I don't think I'm scheduled with this guy." Arthur looks baffled. "What?" Then he checks the schedule again and starts laughing. I am so sorry. You're scheduled with Patrick. I apologize for all the confusion. Finally, I'm introduced to Patrick, who is a very nice, equally ripped guy. Where do they all come from? And he puts me through the motions, just some basic dynamic stretches and whatnot. Thankfully, due to all the time wasted on the fake job interview, we don't have the chance to get into any crazy weightlifting stuff before the session is over. And that was my first personal training experience. Like I said, very confusing, many mixed messages. I'm not really sure how to feel about it. And I have scheduled my next one, so we'll see how that goes. What should really be learned here is that it's always good to try new things. And if you ever find yourself in a situation that should be the plot of a sitcom episode, just go with it, because the results can be hilarious. Anyway, I have to go to the Apple store to ask a question about my iTunes account, and then accidentally interview to be the lead creative designer for the next iPhone. I'll catch you later.